you have to collect water from the river, and I suggest not doing this in winter, but you take your rinse your bottle out with the sample water, and then you want to submerge the bottle underwater. Make sure all the air bubbles are out. Cap it while underneath the water, and then release. Shake it, make sure all the air bubbles are out, and then you're done. Okay. Today I'm going to teach you how to do the dissolved oxygen water quality test. You have to get your supplies out.
Just scan across.
Okay, first step is to carefully read the instructions because there's some dangerous chemicals and you're going to need to know how to handle them before you start the process. The first step to figuring out how much dissolved oxygen you have in your water sample is to take your water sample that we collected from the river, and first you're going to uncap it. You're going to take 8 drops of magnesium sulfate solution. And we're going to carefully do 8 drops of that. And then we're going to take 8 drops of alkaline potassium iodide azide and take 8 drops. Next, we're going to cap, invert the bottle so that all the ingredients can mix evenly. And then we are going to wait. A precipitate should form, and once that forms and settles, we're going to add another ingredient. At this point, a precipitate will have formed at the bottom of the bottle. So the next thing you're going to do is uncap it. Now this is sulfuric acid, which is very dangerous, so you're going to need to carefully uncap it. Keep your hands back. You should be wearing goggles. And you're going to do 8 drops of sulfuric acid. And again, you're going to quickly cap it. Cap your solution. We're going to invert it a few times again. And then we're going to let it sit for a second. Okay. So now we're going to begin the titration process. So for this you're going to need a plunger. You're going to need your bottle to put the fixed solution in. You're going to need thiosulfate and your sample solution. So you're going to uncap your solution. Pour 20 milliliters into this. We're going to cap both solutions. What work that is for me. Next, we're going to take our plunger. We're going to completely depress it, and we're going to open the thiosulfate and put the plunger inside. We're next going to invert the bottle and slowly take out the plunger, which will fill the plunger with thiosulfate. You're going to stop once you get to the 0 Next mark. We're going to make sure there are no air bubbles inside, which there's not, so we're good. We're going to turn the bottle upright, and now we can remove the plunger. So once you finish adding your titration, you're going to, until it turns into a pale yellow color, you're going to uncap it. We're going to add 8 drops of starch indicator, and it should turn blue. Have this blue color from adding the starch indicator. You're going to cap it again, continue the titration, and you're going to insert the thiosulfate until the sample turns clear. So now that it's clear, you have completed. You're going to take note of how much thiosulfate you've used. Remember remember if you had to refill this, you have to combine that number with how much you have left, and the number that you have combined will give you the total ppm of dissolved oxygen in your water sample. So this is the finished product of your water sample. You need to do some cleanup, so make sure all of your solutions are tightly capped. We're going to just place them back in our kit, and our water samples and our plunger must be cleaned out thoroughly before you put it back in with other samples so nothing's contaminated. So we're going to safely dump this into a sink and hope that it doesn't get anywhere it shouldn't be. But no, so we're just going to rinse these out with water and then put them back in. You're done. So thanks again for watching. Bye.
The camera is rolling. Yeah, you can. Come.
I hate having to edit. The more I have to edit.
On the high end, but the more oxygen, the better in my eyes. So don't stop. So hopefully you all have learned how to do this test, and I don't know why you would want to do this, but if you do, okay, now I don't want to say that. How much dissolved oxygen you have in the water sample